Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's lovely to be here now that I am. I did have another prior engagement right on the 8 o'clock, so apologies for the delay. But I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So we'll get straight into it because I know that we are all busy in various things throughout our days, aren't we? So here we go. Tap into your psychic senses and connect in with your spirit guides. And here we go. The Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti and the expanded edition. We have the 3 cards. This dice card is doing a lot of jumping around this last couple of weeks. So we've got the dice in the home space, the books as the general theme, and the younger man in the workspace. And here we have our card. Because of the lighting, of course, I'm going to have to bring it up to the camera so we can see respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, and loyalty is returned. So it's a lot to do with our interactions with others in our lives, in our environment. So we're going to pop across and zoom into the cards. Position nicely. There we go. Now, I do read the central card first because it is the center of our energetics for our day. So what we are having here is the books. It is the knowledge, the skills that have been gained to gather this knowledge together in the written word, in books. Whether we're going to be the one writing these words or whether we're the one who is reading the words. But it is the sharing of the wisdoms in whatever ways that we pick up that is meant for us. So have an awareness around your day of what words are speaking to you or how you are showing your words out, shining them out, showing them, because it is the print form more so than the voice, but we do tend to write as our voice. Well, I do. So bring it forward so that you've got an awareness around what is today. And good morning, Corinna. Lovely to see you here this morning. I know I'm a lot later than usual, but I have expressed I am having more flexibility around the timing of when I'm going to be able to be live some mornings. So here we go, that beautiful book that is sitting amongst others that are surrounding it. So it's not just the one that is the ultimate, but we do focus on one, theme for our day, I suppose, really, like this book card itself is our theme for the day. As such, that energy of words and communication. So make sure that you are taking notice and especially connecting in with your spirit guides if you need any further understanding of what you might not understand first pass. There's so many other references here as we see the pile of books. There is so many other references that we can bring into our understanding as we're moving through our day as well. So with the dice in the home space, I feel it's just it is some sense of playfulness. And yes, there's going to be a bit of, I wouldn't say confusion, but there's going to be a bit of chance in how things are going to end up, and especially in the being organised. How is it going to work? Well, it is have some play, throw that dice in the air, and trust what is shown, and go follow that guidance of what the dice are letting you know each and every step. You might just be holding it in your hand and using them for every purpose that you're wanting to put to today, even if it's just as an experiment, to have some play and really take those steps that you are trusting what your spirit guides are showing you. Okay. Um, Sometimes it can be harder to understand what the message is, what the actual symbolism of some of the things that are our answers. Once you throw the dice up, metaphorically, and see what falls, what is it that's the sign that you're looking for, or you just have an inner knowing. I go by that inner knowing feeling and confirm with spirit. So I ask, you really want me doing that? Should I be really doing that? You want me to say what? Things like that. There's some of those things that really do pop in the mind and the feeling at the heart level as we're moving around our day in the home. This is the home energy, remember? So, start learning and start trusting that. As we're moving across to our younger man, good morning, Shaz. Lovely to have you popping in as well. And we've got Kerry Ann. Good morning, and you just got the notification. Yeah, well, I think it was, I am later than usual. But I think sometimes the notifications can be minutes later from what someone shared the other day, probably yesterday, day before. Anyway, you're here. Lovely to see you here. So with the young man in the workspace, it's starting things fresh. Yes, what is, what he's looking at there is gathering what his intentions are for the day from the wisdom. Have a bit of a play, have the gathering of from that main theme. We're not so young that we don't know anything. There is always going to be something in your past, in what you've experienced in your life for this lifetime. But remember, there is the influence of what is genetically imprinted from past lifetimes and ancestry and all of that comes into being who we are. So in that business context, or the work context, I mean, I shouldn't keep saying business only because that is more what I'm building, is business rather than working for another. Although I'm open to that too, you see. So there's that flexibility of understanding now, where is it he's contemplating, where is it that is the next emphasis. I've learnt all this, I've got all this knowledge, and soon, as in it will be today, it might be that today is more that reflection and thinking about what you're wanting to plan moving forward. And then tomorrow might be that seat turning round and looking to the future, so that he'll be looking, I've got to look the right way, that way, into what is our direction for how, why, what we're doing, all of those things as we're in work. If you work for another, or you're working for yourself, or you're building a business, it's all what we use as the income potential that is creating our abundance. And it doesn't have to be money, but money helps because that's how our societies are built in this world. So bring it in that focus of abundance that creates for all people, so that we have that can be shared in wonderful ways, so that we really do bring forward that is community, that is humanity. So I mean, that's how I like to focus what my intentions are. So consider, like the owls are saying, respect what you already know. Whoops, went too far. What you already know. Have some fun with it, that energy from our home space carrying through, and really delve into what you feel is your purpose, desires, and then shift it round to doing that and moving forward in that workspace. So it really is about having some play and understanding more and more of your inner self and what you're wanting to put out to the world of knowledge, of skills, of whatever way you understand what books mean for you and the written word and communication, because it is a form of communication. So that was my summary for that reading. You may have something completely different from that, and it's all valid and relevant for where you are with your own happenings around you. So, and you're in us. Well, we're here to learn and grow more and more and understand more and more about ourselves as well as those around us. So it really is that connection of moving ahead together in a purposeful life, in something that is teaching us that unconditional love on a grander scale to be the overall for humanity as well. So, I mean, that's how I understand purpose. We'll leave it at that. So, thank you, and have a lovely day for everyone. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste until tomorrow. Thank you, Kerry Ann.